I'm Tisha.
I'm Lauren.
And this is the Open Booked podcast. Today we are talking about the Scared Sexy collection by Amazon, original stories. But first, what are you reading right now?
Right now, I am getting ready for next week, and I only have the cover because I took it off so that I could read it easier. Count My Lies by Sophie Stava. Going good so far. How about you?
Same. I just started it, physical copy, but it is also available on Kindle, so I'll probably be reading that as well.
Yep.
Kindle Unlimited. And I am about to also finish up. It's called I Have Some Questions for You by Rebecca Mackay. It's pretty good. Whodunit. Yeah, loved
Fun. It's a thriller October.
Yeah.
Only bit of business we really have before we dive in because there are several books for us to cover, and we're also trying to make 6 to be exact, and we're also trying to make our episodes not quite as long anymore. We yap way too much. We're aware. The first step is admitting you have a problem, and so we are cutting down time here. The only real piece of business is the day that this episode airs is the day that Regretting You comes out in theaters officially.
Yes.
So we will have seen it or be seeing it that day, TBD, because I'm not getting messaged back on Instagram. And tickets aren't on sale yet, but we will either be seeing it Thursday or Friday at the very latest, okay? And we will recap. We'll put it on our socials. Follow us on those, by the way. We're starting to get more active. We'll talk about that again at the end. But that's really the only business. There's been a lot of book launches. There's been a lot of movie stuff. We'll cover that on a day where we don't have 6 books to talk about. Yeah. Also, you can always check our website. Tisha's been kicking ass at this thing she's putting together. I put some pretty pictures in there and thought that I did a good job, but apparently those are not even a fraction of what is actually getting released. So check it out at the bottom of our website. Okay, any other business before we start talking about these little interesting books?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Well, let's start. How about we start with Beautiful Nightmare? Okay. That's the one I have first on the list. Beautiful Nightmare by Katie Robert. We're going to back up for just a second. Spoilers for all 6 of these Scared Sexy books. Amazon Originals. They are also included with Audible and Kindle Unlimited, so you can read and listen or vice versa. So,
yes.
Okay. First book, Beautiful Nightmare, Katie Robert. Tell me your thoughts.
I think you summed it up best. It's a weird take on Monsters, Inc.
Yeah. So I'm going to read my notes because they're probably going to be comical. For you guys, I usually am not a paper notes girly. So I have my little pen and paper today, pencil, because I was at work when I was listening to these. I work on a computer by myself all day, so multitasking. And if something happened, I'd write it down real quick if I thought it was funny. So this is a mess, okay? My first note is Monsters Inc. ? LOL.
I have all of the little descriptions pulled up. Do you want me to read the one for this?
Yes, I did not get those. Yes. You go for it, girlfriend.
Okay, Beautiful Nightmare by Katie Robert. For one awkward sleep paralysis demon, scaring humans should be simple. Except Gemma's first solo haunting goes hilariously wrong in this tantalizing dream of a short story by New York Times best-selling author Katie Robert. When Gemma's supposed to terrify her appointed victim, she ends up captivated instead. Caleb, a romantic who believes in all things supernatural, finds her adorably pink-skinned, horned form more alluring than alarming. But as their steamy night unfolds, and unexpected feelings bloom, Gemma must choose between her demonic duties and the human who makes her feel anything but monstrous.
Okay. I'm just going to start by saying, as vampires don't count, this is my first monster romance. Because I don't count vampires or werewolves. I think they're like mostly human. So
yeah.
Yes. Okay. Interesting take on Monsters Inc. I knew this was called Scared Sexy. This is the first book I read. When she went to scare him and he got excited, I was like, oh, this is the direction this book is going. Did not. I don't know. I don't know what I expected. Yeah. It wasn't that. But I was shook when she didn't scare him.
Yeah.
One thing you and I talked about on this one via text message is how it was a fun take on demons versus angels. Like, because she wasn't scary, she got kicked out of being a sleep paralysis demon, but in turn became an angel and she could hang out with him during the day. Like, it was creative.
Yeah, I kind of liked it because she was absolutely terrified. She's like, if I don't scare him, like, everyone just goes away. Like, they disappear them if they don't do their job well. So she's terrified. And she's like, oh God, I'm going to be caught. Somebody's going to know that I'm doing this awful and I can't even scare my first human. And then she gets disappeared and wakes up as an angel. And the person that like receives them, I guess, it was like, I hate that they do that. Like, they don't tell you, they don't warn you.
It's like you're going to the DMV and being like, they didn't tell you to bring your birth certificate.
Yes.
Come on. That was funny.
Yeah.
I also thought it was hilarious that they made him like this drop dead gorgeous pediatrician.
Yes.
I thought it was really funny. For my first monster romance, it really wasn't that monstery. There was no tentacles or anything involved.
Yeah.
It was okay. Yeah. It was a good first one. I don't know that monster romance is going to be a genre that I pursue. I'm not hating or kink shaming. It's just, I'm more of a enemies to lovers, supernatural fairies, or shadow wielders, dragon riders. I don't know. But all in all, this was a kind of cute story.
Yeah. What'd you rate it?
I think I gave this one 4. What'd you do?
I think I gave it a 5.
Yeah, you definitely. I could tell by your text you liked this one.
Oh, yeah, I like this one most. Yep, I gave it a 5.
Okay. Anything else to add to this one? Now, mind you, if you guys are just listening to listen and you haven't read these, they are extremely short. So there's really not a lot of substance for us. That's why we're doing all 6 in one episode. So
yeah. If
we don't spend a lot of time, I think 3 minutes per book is probably all we could really talk about.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one is my least favorite one. No offense, just my least favorite. My boyfriends are all monsters. All my boyfriends are monsters. Which way is it? I have it written down.
My boyfriends are all monsters.
My Boyfriends Are All Monsters by Kimberly Lemming. My first note here, I think, sums up the start of this book. Do I love the male narrator or hate it? Update. Hate. I did not like the narrator, and I think that might have played a part in my feelings for this one. What do you think?
Same. I didn't like female or male. Like, all of it was just not right.
Yeah, and I don't think it was I think the narrator was trying to do something with his voice that rubbed wrong to me. I think if he just talked normally, it wouldn't have been that way, but I think there was trying to be this creepy factor that definitely worked, and not in a good way, like in a creepy way. No offense.
Yeah.
To anybody.
Yeah.
Not
so the little blurb for this one: tossing a coin in a mysterious well seems like a harmless way to cope with being ditched on a mountain, until every impossibly hot man in town starts competing for one woman's attention in this steamy short story by USA Today bestselling author Kimberly Lemming. Lucy Sawyer's wish for true love lands her in an enchanted town where the men are supernatural, the chemistry is off the charts, and everyone wants to date her. But they say that things that seem too good to be true usually are, and soon Lucy may need to decide if she's willing to pay the cost of her happily ever after. I hated this one. Like, I've never given anything a 1 star. Yeah, and I gave this a 1 star.
Okay, we're not going to spend much time on this one then. I do have a really funny note that I wrote that I think is worth talking about. The dog's name was Spatula.
Yeah.
I thought that was
so
funny.
Weird.
I thought it was weird, but it's... Why? Who names the dog Spatula? I don't know, but I would like to pet the dog.
Yeah.
This note that gave me the ick, okay. Should have broken her legs! Exclamation point! When he injures her. Yeah. To get her to need to rescue her. Oh, yeah. Man. I shouldn't have twisted her ankle. I should have broken her legs. What the actual fuck?
Yeah. I was like, this is really dark in a bad way.
Yeah.
The way he wanted to control her and keep her there and trick her mentally into staying, and then she just fucking falls for it.
Yeah.
Girl, all the red flags. Get the fuck out.
And then I wrote, how is this girl not sus the fuck out? This is a town full of only 10 out of 10 men that you recognize from something, and they're all trying to date you, and you aren't freaked out.
Yeah.
And then you find out, you get a little freaked out, you find out the truth, and you're okay with it pretty much. Almost immediately.
Yeah. Like, no second thought, no question. Should I really stay here with this entity that can pretend to be 10 people? And it was just too much. Like, it was like a vampire and this tentacle thing, and no.
Not a tentacle girly. Can confirm.
Yeah.
0.
Yeah. All I can picture is like Monsters Inc. University, where the kid has like sweaty tentacles and he like distracts them by making noise.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is my least favorite of the 6.
For sure.
Now, will we joke about it a year from now like we did the Christmas ones? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will. Okay, next one on the list. Ooh! Queen Allie Hazelwood.
Yes.
Hot for Slayer. You want to read the blurb?
When a vampire slayer loses all his memories, the only person who can help him is the vampire he's tried to kill for centuries in this unforgettable short story by #1 New York Times bestselling author Allie Hazelwood. When Athelthrith, or Ethel, just
Ethel,
to her modern-day Manhattan neighbors, finds her sworn nemesis, Laszlo and Yeti, with no memory of who or what they are, an ancient hunt becomes an unexpected chance at forbidden passion. He's crashing on her couch, solving her Sudoku puzzles, and looking at her like she's his eternal flame, minus the whole bursting into ashes part. As his memories slowly return, Ethel realizes she might be in danger of losing more than just her head.
Ooh, that's good. That's a good hook.
Yeah.
Okay, first and foremost, I just want to say, Allie, we love you.
Yeah.
That's all. Anyways, I'm a vampire girly, so immediately, yay. I made some notes about the Slayer, though, okay? How can the Slayer be alive so long? That was my first thought, is he's been chasing her for centuries. What kind of supernatural being is he to be able to stay alive? Later in the story, it does talk about how they get, like, indoctrinated, pretty much. Mm-hmm. And it's not a choice. I thought that was an interesting take on, like, a vampire hunter, not Buffy style or, like, Vampire Diaries. So I thought that was really original, because the vampire thing's been there, done that a lot, in a lot of different ways. But I liked the hunter slayer take here. It was pretty original, I thought. The vampire take, some differences from the standard vampire. The stake wouldn't kill her, it had to be the sun. Mm-hmm. And even beheading or whatever, they had to be burned or the sun after that. So I thought that was interesting. And they are alone and not like a pack. Because I feel like in most vampire lore, there's like a den or a cult of some sort. A coven, I don't know if that's the right word. But they're singular, alone, lonely, territorial, which I liked because it helped this story of the only constant she's ever had is this guy trying to kill her. Yeah. So I think that really played into the story, which I liked. I liked the amnesia.
Yeah, I loved all of it. Like, this is the only one, and maybe Beautiful Nightmare, but this one was like the biggest one that I wanted to be just a little bit longer, just to get more, just a little bit more.
I would love to see her take that and make it a full book across the centuries of all the times they've run into each other and like set up the angst.
Yeah.
No, great book. Definitely, this one was my favorite.
This one has the most reviews. 18,000 reviews. And the next closest is probably the next one we'll talk about. It only has 8,000.
Yeah. It's because Allie is very, very, very well known. I feel like she's the biggest author on this list. No offense to any of the other authors, you're great. Allie Hazelwood just has a lot of really big books on Book Talk, and her name is out there. Everyone knows who Allie Hazelwood is.
Yeah.
So I gave this one a 5. What did you give it?
Same, 5.
Yeah, classic.
Loved it.
I don't think I've rated anything from her less than a 5. Mm-mm. Queen of Romance.
She's just good.
Along with Emily Henry. We love you guys.
Yeah.
The next one, they are very big as well. Okay. Mm-hmm. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're busting through these.
Falling by Christina Lauren. Christina Lauren is actually 2 best friends. One's name's Christina, one's name's Lauren. So if I refer to them as they, it's because there's 2 women that write these books. This book. Yeah. We learned that when we covered one of the books, which is actually just right behind me here, The Paradise Problem. Yeah. I'm having way too much fun using this as a pointer. Okay. Okay, Falling, Christina Lauren. You want to read the blurb?
One darkly seductive immortal's powers of persuasion have worked flawlessly for 9 centuries until he meets the one woman who can resist him. In a wickedly hot short story by New York Times bestselling author Christina Lauren. Kat should be afraid of Briggan, the devastatingly gorgeous stranger at a Halloween party whose very presence makes everyone else fall at his feet. But while his supernatural allure drives others to mindless obsession, Kat somehow keeps her wits, even as she surrenders to temptation. When this cursed being realizes she alone can see his true nature, one night of searing passion could break a centuries-old spell, or doom them both.
Love it.
Yeah.
This is my second favorite.
Same.
Okay. My first note here. Lamb, question mark? Lamb is her costume. He kept calling her Little Lamb.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And I was like, okay, she had gone with the guy and was supposed to be a shepherd and a lamb. He didn't. Also, the first boyfriend was a douchebag loser. Yeah. So, way to set up that. I thought it was an interesting take of somebody being cursed and having to feed on having sex with people. I've never run into anything like that. And he definitely talked about it like it was a curse. Yeah. But he could compel people, whisper from across the room. I thought that was fun. But I liked that he was confused, that it didn't work.
Yeah. So compelling is like a vampire thing, typically, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I was like, that's kind of different.
Yeah. Yeah, I put compel question mark, which is funny because later on he said the word compel, but that's just what they refer to it in vampire lore is compelling.
Yeah.
So that was fun. The women throw themselves at him is a curse, question mark is what I put. He definitely acted like it was. I'm sure after years and years of it, it gets old.
Yeah.
Then I put this note. 3 orgasms in 2 seconds. LOL.
Yeah, that was a bit much.
I know, I was like, somewhere in the middle would be interesting, but worth noting. I did put on this one that it had a cute ending and I wanted an epilogue.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt like it just like stopped.
Yes.
And I was like, hold on, did it pause? Like what happened?
Yeah. No, I thought it was cute. I gave this one a 5 too. What about you?
I gave it a 4.
4.5. You could do half stars. Just kidding.
Oh no, I gave it a 5 too.
Okay.
Yeah. So I read Hot for Slayer and then this one. So I was like, is the whole series just going to be about vampires? Because that's kind of annoying if it's all just that, but it is not. So thankfully.
Yeah. I read them out of order. I don't think it really matters what order you read them in. For anyone listening who hasn't, we're spoiling the shit out of them. I do not think they tie together whatsoever, and you can read them however you want to read.
Yeah.
I just was click happy. Okay, are we ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, this one is Spicy Little Curse by J.T. Geisinger. Ready for the blurb?
Okay. A reporter's disbelief in the supernatural is tested when she uncovers a tattoo artist's sinister family secrets in an enthralling short story by New York Times bestselling author J.T. Geisinger. Petra is skeptical when it comes to the French Quarter's creepy urban legends until she meets Dax Rousseau, the proprietor of the House of Ink and Blood. The eldritch markings on his flesh tell more than the tale of a doomed bloodline. They come slitheringly alive, and the nearer Petra gets to the maddeningly sexy Dax, the closer she is to being the next victim of his ancient family curse.
Yeah. This one, I did like this one. I feel like it kind of hooked me. My first note was The House of Ink and Blood sounds like a JLA novel.
Yeah.
I thought that was a funny tattoo parlor.
Yeah.
I loved that it was in New Orleans. Very spooky and on theme. Another note. Lucifer the cat is allergic to people. Same. LOL.
Yeah. Yep.
I did like that she was a skeptic and came around. This gave some enemies to lovers kind of vibes.
Yeah.
I think it would have been fun as a full book.
Yeah. I think having just a little bit more information and a little more spice even. Like I don't feel like there was a ton would be a nice option.
No, I agree. Not a ton that I have to say on this one, honestly. I liked the story. It was unique. Curse, the tattoos shifting. Would have loved a little bit more. I think I liked the author's writing style. I think I gave it a 4.
Yeah, I gave it a 3. Just because I felt like it didn't have enough meat. Like I think it was like 52 pages. Like could have just gone maybe 5-10 more pages and added just a little bit more, but for what it is, it's decent.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, anything else to add?
Nope.
Moving along. Okay, last one. Space Vampire.
Okay.
This one is by Ruby Dixon. You want to read the blurb?
All right. In a universe full of heartless aliens, an abandoned human and a vampire clone discover an unexpected connection in this delightfully bite-sized short story by New York Times bestselling author Ruby Dixon. Dana, the overlooked human pet of an alien scientist, and Vlad, a genetically engineered vampire with a taste for more than just blood, find themselves unexpectedly alone on a deserted space station. As they plot their escape, they'll have to navigate cramped quarters, steamy encounters, and the growing realization that they might be each other's perfect match. But with their captors in hot pursuit, will their budding romance survive the vast emptiness of space.
Okay. I started this one thinking, what the fuck? Am I even gonna like this? And I ended up liking it.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
I was like,
See, we have
what the
same
fuck is
thing.
this dog doing?
They kept saying pet and calling her a poodle. And it wasn't until like halfway through the book that I was like, oh, this is a human that was a pet for aliens. I was like, why is this giving Star Wars?
Yeah.
I love that he didn't know his name, so she called him Vlad, like a famous vampire. I thought that was hilarious. Also, that he didn't know like the basic concepts of anything. So, like, I think it would be interesting. Honestly, I never thought I'd say this reading this book initially. Like, to have this built out in like his a story of how he got there and like what vampire planet life or whatever is like. I think it would be fun because I liked the world she's built here.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very unique. Just kind of the whole precipice of it. They are just stranded and they're like, okay, but where did everyone go? And why did they leave? Like, is something about to happen? Are we in danger?
Yeah. Really, because of him. So I thought that was funny, and how she was just like, well, I'm going to just fake my confidence here and wing it, and then it turns out to be this. I swear I thought she was a dog for quite a bit.
Same.
So
I was like, how are they communicating?
Yeah, I was very pleasantly surprised to find out that I was not reading a romance about a dog, that it was actually a person called Poodle. So great relief.
Yeah, that was so weird.
Yeah,
but I guess
this one
that's
was
aliens.
A little longer. Aliens, yeah. This one was a little longer. I liked that it was like an alien element because I feel like all of the other books went monster, vampire, curse. Like all of them had something to do with that. And this one was like, okay, we're going to do vampire, but we're going to also do aliens to make this really unique. So I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
For what I rated it.
I gave it a 4.
I think I probably did too. Some of these I may be way wrong. You may go to my Goodreads and they all say 5. I don't know. Sometimes I get really click happy.
Yeah.
I give this one a 3. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I actually liked this one.
Yeah. It was pretty good. Like you said, it definitely could have been built out a little bit more, but again, for what it was, for trying to be a short story that you can read in less than 2 hours, it was cute. I liked that they all gave you kind of the HEA, so you felt like it was wrapped up, but most of them really weren't. So maybe they'll be able to continue them at another point. We'll see.
Yeah. No, I agree. Just a note on all of these. I really like doing this if you're struggling to meet your reading goal. And I tagged Tisha on Facebook. There is a bunch of these apparently that we didn't even know about. So I'm probably going to be busting through those because I'm like 9 books behind schedule at this time. But there are a lot of these. If you guys are interested in a list, comment. We will post a list on our socials or somewhere. So let us know if you like the little quick short stories or if you get frustrated because you want more. Somewhere in between.
Same.
Good fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that is it for this week. As we mentioned, we are covering Count My Lies next week. So if you haven't, take a chance to read that so that you can not have it spoiled for you next week. Be sure to check our website. Like she said, we have a list of all of the book to movie adaptations, all of the books launching for the rest of the year and next year. And you might find your next great read. But other than that, I think we will talk to you guys later.
Bye.